I hate the Hollywood stuff. I've been saying it every week. But he has an actual history in a match with the Big Show.
Right.
And fit in perfect.
Right. Anyway.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like, it was good.
You know, against Juan Miguel, what's the last name? Marquez. So I hope Marquez.
I would just like to see that one big guy that was in his group come into the ring, man. I wish they would have had a little scuffle in the ring or something. That big dude come and push Big Show.
Yeah, you know.
That would have got me excited. That guy was huge. He was yoked up.
I was trying to look at his entourage to see if there was a guy that I recognized.
Same posse from WrestleMania.
Oh, okay. I was trying to see, you know, because you know how MVP got his start.
Mm-hmm.
He came in as a security guard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at those entourages to see if I recognize anybody from the FCW or Ring of Honor or whatever. But anyway, Big Show gets up in Mayweather's face. Chris Jericho gets up in Mayweather's face. And then MVP, speaking of which, comes out.
Yeah, awesome.
Now, let me ask you, I think this was the biggest pop of the night with MVP coming out.
It was, and he seemed a little nervous because it was about time he gets a spotlight on Raw.
That was the biggest pop I ever heard him get.
Did you see how excited he was on the mic?
Yes.
I think he was like flying to it, hoping that they would give him another shot.
This was a new MVP that we haven't seen in months.
It was great. It was great.
So, I mean, just coming off the victory of SummerSlam with Jack Swagger, which I think was wrong, but he went ahead and I think maybe MVP took a little bit of Chris Jericho's script back then when he was telling people in the ring to shut the hell up. And MVP was using those words to Jericho was to shut the hell up.
Yep.
Just to shut up. He wanted to make a match with a partner of his choosing, and if he wins the match tonight on Raw, gets a #1 title shot, jump in line for a Breaking Point.
Right.
And he chose the
Mark Henry,
strongest man in the world right now, Mark Henry.
So happy to see him back in a wrestling area away from the Hornswoggle.
No, well, yeah, but I don't like the red attire. I like the black attire because he looks too plain.
Yeah.
He looks like a new wrestler.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like a brand new. I'm talking about like a rookie, like he's debuting for the first time.
Yeah, I think they need to put some logos or something on there.
Something.
Maybe
He looks too plain.
That little logo he has of him.
I mean, look at the Big Show. I mean, he looks like a modern day earthquake now.
Yeah.
All he needs is the little earthquake on his stomach and jump up and down in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
You know? He's already got the tiger tattoo, right?
Yeah.
Where does he got the tiger tattoo at?
On his shoulder.
On his leg, right?
Shoulder.
Oh, is it on the shoulder?
So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
2 of them. He's got a lion and a tiger.
There you go.
Yeah.
All he's missing is the earthquake right there in the stomach.
I would say.
There you go. See? So anyway, they made the match. That match actually took 14 minutes and 32 minutes.
It was a good match.
And, you know, there you go, MVP and Mark Henry winning.
It was a really good match. My problem with the match was Big Show and Jericho don't mesh well, man.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think verbally they're awesome. Together, I like Jericho's little how he comes out the end and says, "Yeah," and no one's gonna tell me.
Well, that's
what.
Yeah.
It's catchy. It's cool stuff, man. I like the way they look together. I like the way they carry themselves as champions. But I think as a tag team match, Big Show struggles to get into that ring fast enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they don't do any tag team moves. There's nothing like really impressive, man. I mean.
So there you go. I mean, they made 2 matches so far for Breaking Point.
Right.
Which was, and I know a third one that you're going to like, and I hope to God that this match works out. But you got the rematch, Randy Orton and John Cena.
Boo.
And then you got the Unified Tag Team Championship belts on the line, Chris Jericho and Big Show versus MVP and Mark Henry.
Perfect. About time. Big Show and Jericho need to be pushed. They need to fight the top people. They need to fight these good guys.
Right. The next match was a boxing exhibition match.
Ooh.
This is Hornswoggle versus Chavo Guerrero Part 10 or Part 9.
All right. This match was crap. And I fast forward the whole entire thing, man.
I fast forward and I actually over fast forward because the match only took 1 minute.
Yeah. And then, but did you get excited at the end?
I had to stop and I had to rewind it.
Me too.
Because I was like, Evan Bourne, where'd he come from?
Yeah, did you hear the pop for Evan Bourne?
No, I think the pop was just, all right, Chavo Guerrero is not wrestling Hornswoggle anymore.
He might get a feud with a real wrestler.
Woo, finally.
Yeah, I think if the WWE was smart, Chavo versus Bourne can easily make a pay-per-view match.
All right, where's my applause button, man? I'm supposed to make a button bar, but
Man, that guy Bourne gets some major pops, dude.
he does.
Major pops. And he has no storyline. He has no feuds. He just wrestles.
He does.
Just wrestles. And him versus Chavo, expect some exciting matches. And I hope they do it.
Now, they ran a segment on SummerSlam. I wanted to point out one thing. Kofi Kingston, he's that hardcore Jamaican accent.
Right.
He lost his accent. Did you notice
Ooh, I didn't notice that.
They interviewed him, and he didn't have that thick accent.
Ooh.
It sounded like he had a little bit of accent there, but you could tell he's exaggerating it. So there you go. Kofi Kingston is not a very hard Jamaican accent at all.
So what, man? He's awesome.
But there is some kind of accent there, but it's not as bad as he makes it to be.
I can care less, man.
But also, I couldn't help noticing the B-listers that they had. Some of the actors and actresses that they had on there going to SummerSlam, I didn't even recognize. For it being L.A.,
I can't remember.
there you go. That's my point exactly. Thank you for attributing to
I'm
that.
not trying to be funny. I can't remember.
They show in the back Vince is warming up with Mayweather, and Mayweather is going left, right, and Vince is just very sluggishly hitting the pads.
Yeah. But see, Mayweather, man, he plays it so well on Raw.
Well,
He's a good character, man. If you're going to bring in guests, those are the people you
That's
want.
the thing,
People
he's a
that
character.
take it seriously, and they go out there and show off.
Carlito comes in and says, "How come you don't make a match with me? I'm a big star here."
Right.
DX comes in. They kind of shoot him down.
Right.
Triple H makes reference that he was going to do Vince's daughter.
Right.
And they were like, ooh. Even I said, oh,
Yep.
damn, how could you actually say that? And you know what? Stephanie, let me bring this
Violation, wasn't that?
point. No, well, I don't know.
Paints a perfect picture.
Kind of.
Almost. Slap on the wrist, maybe.
Yeah, I want to say slap on the wrist.
All right.
But I love Stephanie. I think she's
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
I really do. So, if for some reason this gets back to Stephanie, please don't be mad at me, but I think she's very hot. But, I mean, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I think she's hot. Let me repeat that. I think she's hot. But, I'm hearing rumors that she can't shake off the baby fat.
No. She's a big, tall girl.
And that she's getting kind of thick. Now, I love Stephanie. I love you, Stephanie. I'm just saying, I'm just hearing the rumors, and I'm just sharing what I'm hearing. It's not coming from me, so don't get mad at me.
Maybe that's why Triple H is hitting them weights a little harder.
I don't know.
Aye.
Let's see, what else? So they had the main event. Oh, I'm sorry. Carlito gets knocked out by Vince.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Because of that comment.
But I was so glad he came into the office and he asked for a mid-carder, saying, come on, give me something.
Right.
Regardless if it was written or not, it's the truth. Give them something.
But let me bring this up to you. No Kofi.
Yeah.
No Jack Swagger.
Yep.
A little bit of The Miz.
Yep.
A little bit of Santino.
Yep. All the characters which are getting
Great
major pops.
Yeah.
And they were getting pushed for a little while.
Right.
And the stories were working.
Right.
They were really working.
Right.
And what? DX comes now. Everyone takes a back seat.
Yeah.
That looks like WCW to me. Might as well start recording now because the end is coming soon.
Well, here it is, DX with Mr. McMahon versus Legacy. And I really did fast forward most of this match. I really did.
The DX versus Legacy?
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it.
Well, no, the DX with Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
And Randy Orton with Legacy.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Again, I mean, let me read the notes. Maybe it refreshes my memory. Yeah, you know what? Orton set up Vince McMahon to get kicked in the head, and Shawn Michaels blocks it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that made Orton roll out of the ring, and he was quitting. That was it. That was a done deal. Leaving Cody Rhodes actually inside the ring, and I think Triple H got rid of Ted DiBiase. And then John Cena's music hits. And he comes out, takes his shirt, adjusts his little wristbands,